before we get into the story and where we're picking up here tonight, just want to welcome you all to the stream. Welcome you to 20 Sides to Every Story. We're a gaming community. We stream many of our games here live on Twitch, upload them to YouTube afterwards. And so if this is your first time checking out the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and you want to see how did we get to this point, definitely come go over and check out our YouTube channel. So you can see the past episodes there of this game, as well as like many of the other D&D, DCC, Call of Cthulhu, all the different tabletop role-playing game streams that we have going on the channel. We also invite people to come in and play games with us. If you really like the style of the games that we play, if we seem like people you want to maybe roll some dice with yourself, play a game with us, just jump into our Discord server. I'll pop the link there into our chat. Good group of people, very active community. So if you're looking for games, it's a good place to go and just post something in our LFG channel, or just say hi in the lobby. Say you're looking for a game. Someone will point you in the right direction as to how you could come and play a game with us. So without further ado, where we begin here tonight, our characters are sort of a long ways from home. They've come to this land of Prismere, kind of hoping to find some missing things, some things that they lost a long time ago when they were kids, and have reason to believe that those things were taken by a group of hags that call this land of Prismere home. They were real close on a couple of the items before they just narrowly missed out on a couple of the items, which brought them to the land of Thither in hopes of chasing down said items. But you've now got kind of a lead on where the items belonging to Vish and Arlo might be. Each of the characters, it seems that when Shion and Maple first entered Prismere, they had this twinge at their heartstrings, this feeling, just this kind of sixth sense that their items were nearby. And now Arlo and Vish, you have had a similar feeling and believe that your items are probably somewhere here in this forested realm of Thither, which is the domain of Skabatha Nightshade, or as the locals call her, Granny Nightshade. You've spent some time here in Thither getting to know the land, getting to know her a bit through talking to some of the denizens of the area. You've talked to, I think you talked to some pixies last time. You talked to a man that had been cursed by Skabatha. And now you've fallen in with a group of children who they call themselves the Getaway Gang. Their leader is Will of the Feywild. And their whole thing is that they've been trying to free some of the children that Skabatha has kidnapped from various realms, and she puts them to work in her toy factory. And so in meeting with them, you have sort of decided your goals sort of align, and you've concocted this plan to get the five of you in on the inside of her factory, Loomlurch. It's this big oak tree, larger than life tree that is fallen over on its side, and she's built her workshop out of it. And essentially you've come up with a plan that they're going to sort of run interference with you. You're to make a meeting with Skabatha. You're to try to get in on the inside. Maybe you're going to concoct some lie. You have legitimate business to talk to her about your missing things. And whatever the case might be, you're going to go and try to get a meeting to get in on the inside, at which point Will of the Feywild and the others are going to try to lure her out. She's been posting these wanted posters of Will all over Prismere, all over Thither. And so it would seem that he is kind of public enemy number one. And he believes that if he shows his face, she's going to come out to try to deal with him personally. And If she's not inside, along with her tin soldiers that he says are quite formidable, they're trying to lure all the heat out so that you can have free reign to kind of tumble around inside there, find out where all the kids are, try to gather them up and abscond with them, try to get them to freedom. Of course, this opens up a pretty big opportunity for you to potentially dig around and maybe, just maybe, you might happen upon the missing things if you are lucky. And so that's where we're picking up. That's the backstory. I think maybe we've got some people here hanging out with us. Maybe some people are watching for the first time. So why don't we go around and introduce our characters? Just give us kind of general information about your characters, and yeah, we'll kind of take it from there. So why don't we start from the beginning with Shion?
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm playing Shion. She is a high elf wizard. She was orphaned at a young age and also adopted by a man. She did attend the Mage Academy for a little while, and she was given a ring as a gift, and that's her lost object. She's been Zazigas for quite a while now. She thought that her ring was in the previous location, but just missed it by a hair, kind of literally. And yeah, kind of excited to be in this place and to free some kids. That sounds like a noble cause and a good thing to do. So that's Sean.
Awesome. Let's now go next to Vish.
Hello, I'm Isaac. I'm playing Vish. Vish is a Trident artificer. She lost her grandpa's tinkering tools when she was young at the Witchlight Carnival. So, and along that, she believes she's lost a bit of her creativity. She's currently looking forward to helping out. Almost, it's weird because she always brings up these tools everywhere she goes, but it's almost become secondarily important to find these tools to her. She's really feels like she has some meaning in her life, and she feels like she might be able to help other people. And it's really nice from what she's used to back in Waterdeep. So these tools are very important to her. You know, this is what led her on this mission in the first place. But helping out these kids and trying to save them seems to have brought upon a bigger sense of purpose for her. Though maybe she won't admit it. But she definitely might be excited to help these kids out a little bit as well.
And you have a new companion.
Oh yeah, I have a new companion. I don't know if you'd like to introduce yourself, new companion.
I'm sure he'll have plenty of time.
He's currently affixed upon these. Vish has this armor set made out of wicker basket made from a balloon, and he's currently been moved from the shoulder onto the back of her head, more like a helmet ornament. So that's where he's at.
Oh, hi. Happy to be a part of the team. Yeah, let's squirt the oil can. Animated oil can. That's a good probably time to segue on over to Maple. Do you have any inanimate objects that have become animate that you've brought back with you since the last time we saw Maple?
I don't think so.
Okay, thank God.
Any talking mushroom?
Oh no. Hi, I'm Chris. I play Maple. Maple is a fairy barbarian. She has lost her necklace, not a piece that her brother gave her. Her brother wanted to go off and be a wizard and handed her a necklace just before he wandered off in the carnival. And I got stuck alone and then ended up in Waterdeep where she was alone a little longer. And it was a while before she made any connections, and with that gathered a fear of being alone. And last episode, she disappeared into possibly alone Misty stuff, so I imagine she's a little emotional right now, and she tends to rage when she's emotional, so I hope I can keep her in check. she runs off on her own sometimes. But whether or not she has a mushroom or anything else, you'll have to let me know.
No, I hope not. The personalities are getting untenable at this point. So we had Maple had been scouting for the party when they were trying to make contact with the unicorn at the Unicorn's Lake, which was enchanted to sort of throw people off a bit. There's some kind of ward on that area. Maple was caught up in it, just as our characters had been, but they kind of got split up as a result. And Maple, you've made your way back. You were able to get to Little Oak and probably acquaint yourself with some of the children, and of course Star. Probably the group excitedly filled you in that they found Durlagron's child, the Displacer Beast child. And so you've gotten to know those characters now over the course of the past day or so while this plan was being concocted and whatnot. And yeah, let's go next to Arlo.
I am Joe. I play Arlo, who is a Harengon, which is a rabbit person, a monk who used to work for the Witchlight Carnival, which was the carnival that comes through Faerun every 8 years near Waterdeep. That's where we lost our stuff. And so when he got lost 8 years ago, went to Waterdeep, joined kind of a monastery, became a monk, went back to the carnival when it came back to find his lost item, which is like a little miniature coffin that holds the ashes or remains of his adopted child from long ago. And so he's been adventuring through Prismere, trying to get back to that, but really just along the way sort of, found all these other objectives to hopefully try to accomplish. But now it seems like the objective sort of aligns with where our stuff might be, so kind of excited to get in there and find out what happens.
Awesome. And let's go next to Lim Green.
Hi, I play Lim Green. She is a hexblood wizard. She came on this journey looking for a doll made of hair, and while she hasn't felt that connection that everyone else has felt quite yet, she's not worried about it. Like at first she noticed other people kind of have that connection, and then another group had a connection, so she knows she'll feel it at some point, and she's more focused on just helping everyone else because she feels like if she's patient, she'll get there. And she's not too concerned, and she also kind of similar to Vish's situation where she's feeling excited to help out these group of kids because she's always had a soft spot for kids. Probably why she's as goofy as she is. So she feels like this is a good thing for her to focus on in the meantime until whenever that feeling happens.
Awesome. So those are our characters here this evening. You've all been traveling. You kind of had a sense of the direction to get to Loomlurch when you passed through the area. And so all you had to do is follow that river down south and follow it due west. And you were told the pixies kind of had warned you maybe not to go that way initially, but now it's your destination. So you make your way, probably like a half day's journey or so, maybe. Probably bright and early in the morning, you set out to go that way. And you left about the same time that the getaway gang left as well. And so but at some point you had to diverge. Her spies, Granny Nightshade's spies would be everywhere. And so not a good idea to be traveling together. And so you travel this, and as you're traveling through the woods, you would notice, and you've seen some evidence of this already, but the closer and closer you get to Loomlurch, the more and more you are noticing just sort of this general sense of decay and rot is starting to get more and more. You're looking at the trees; their leaves are more of that kind of brownish, kind of withered look. Some trees leafless altogether with just dead limbs hanging, and the grass itself kind of gives way from vibrant green to sort of that dead, almost straw-like likeness, to the point where you get to patches where the sun's beaming down maybe on what could be a nice meadow, and it's just like dirt and brown, and you're getting a sense probably this is somehow connected to the hag and her influence on the world around her. And so eventually you do make it to what can be unmistakable as Loomlurch. There's sort of a little bit of a ravine. That river that you've been following sort of starts to dwindle and becomes little more than a little stream and a ravine. And from your perch where you're approaching, there's basically these two gnarled bridges that are sort of made out of what appear to be maybe the gigantic roots of this oak tree, the humongous oak tree, probably the largest tree maybe you've ever seen, is tipped over on its side across the ravine. And so where your tokens are right now, you're standing over this dried up river, and the root bridge seems to go over the ravine and lead to this little marketplace that you see. A couple of like kind of stalls, sort of. If you didn't know any better, you'd mistaken like these could be little candy shops that would have been right at place at the Witchlight Carnival. They kind of got the striped awnings, and only difference is the entire thing seems to be run by a number of goblins. You see, there's two goblins like at each of these little stalls. Then, of course, the other gnarled root bridge, which is just a short distance away from you off to the west there, seems to lead to the front doors, or like kind of an opening that you can see that leads into the trunk or the base of the tree itself, and seems to be the entranceway into the factory.
Well, I get we're here. Oh boy. I guess maybe we go up to the stalls and start asking about some candy?
I've been looking forward to that all day.
Then that's what we'll do.
So you all begin to walk over the bridge here.
Mm-hmm.
And start to make your way up and into this market. And as you do so, you definitely see those goblins at the stalls. But there's one in particular that sort of sticks out to you. And let me pull up a picture of him real quick. But he's not at a stall himself. He just seems to be maybe, I don't know, maybe he's security. Maybe he's kind of like the foreman of this whole place, but he appears in stature to be a goblin. He's got these kind of curious little upturned little boots that he's wearing. But the biggest thing is he's got this big, like, this kind of oversized apple for a head, and he's got kind of carved out two little holes that seem to serve as eyes and a sort of mouth. It's got kind of a jack-o'-lantern type of quality to it. And he's a little unkempt, probably. You can see he's kind of a little dirty. His hands and fingernails are just caked with grime, and he's just standing there. But he sort of waves at you as you approach. He doesn't come up and hassle you in any way. He just bellows out, "Oh, hello, welcome to the market." And so he greets you. There's another thing that you probably notice as you come down into the market area here, and it's a creature or character. Let me see if I can pull up an image of this one. That honestly I don't remember if you saw, but I feel like you did. Back at the
Ooh.
carnival,
Yes, we
Yeah.
did see the.
this sort
the
of
mirror.
kind
Lim
of
is immediately gonna kind of make herself sparse and just kind of be at the back of the group.
so this little girl with sort of the necrotic flesh and the pig mask. She's at like a candy stall there. It's all lollipops. It's like all these like oversized lollipops, and you see her kind of like pointing them out, and you could see the terror on the two goblins that this thing is at their stall. But they're obliging her and grabbing different lollipops, and she's inspecting them and sizing them up. She'll give it a lick and like hand it back, and then point at another one, and they're kind of like trying on shoes. Like she pays no mind to you either. She's busy with her own task, but you probably recognize. I think she led the halfling guy through the mirror is where we last saw her. And thank you, Gabe, for the cheer. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Lim, even though she's like looking away, Lim is definitely going to be kind of hiding behind the group just to be safe.
Liam, you good back there?
Did she just look that?
Lim, are you okay?
Remember how back at the car, and she's gonna be talking like really low. She's gonna be like, remember back at the carnival, the halfling who was proposing? I think I talked about him.
Yep.
We went into the hall of illusions, and she was in the mirror. And I saw the halfling in the mirror, and her go pull it back.
Right, I remember that.
He might.
And I think she saw me. I think she waved at us.
Do you want me to go at her?
No.
Dots have been connected.
The other mirrors here then too.
We, as much as I do want to, we also have something that we need to do at the moment. Well, I mean, I guess it won't interfere, but still, it just, I'm gonna be here. And she's just gonna hide amongst you guys. Like, she's gonna pull more of her hair, like, in front of her face, as if that helps in any way. Just gonna pull it over.
I'll take those
If you
two.
try to hide behind Maple, that's the moment she floats forward, so you're not behind her anymore. And she looks up and goes, "Did she just lick that?" What?
Give me a perception check, Maple.
I don't think she wants to make this perception check. Oh, 11.
It seems like each of the lollipops has some they're all different, and it's not just like coloration and such. Like, it seems like there's something, maybe they're like raisins, or maybe like little chocolate beans or something like on the lollipops, and she seems to be licking that, and you see one of them kind of like disappear, but you don't really know what it is that she just consumed, and then she hands the lollipop back and
Oh, that's not right.
Chocolate beans.
nah, it definitely isn't.
Maple takes a big sniff. Is there? Can I smell chocolate? Is it nearby?
Well, how close do you want to get?
Stalls? Oh yeah, I want to get closer. I'm looking for it.
You're going to specifically to the.
We're locked.
You're going specifically to the stall where the little girl is at.
Nope. I want to respectfully walk near Chuckle ahead and then try to look at all three to see which one has more chocolate than the other.
Okay. You go up to one of the stalls where the girl isn't, and the goblins there, they seem to be looking over at the little girl a little bit too, and then you come up and they say, "Ah, hello, a customer. Welcome. You looking for some confectionery, some chocolates, some hard candies?"
Chocolates. Best chocolates.
Oh, we've got Yes, and like they start like kind of pulling together some different things that are like encased in foil, or some that are like little Tootsie Roll kind of things that are kind of in a wrapped wax paper. They bring you boxes of just like, you know, like meltaways and pecan snappers and things like that. All sorts of things. They got a variety of things at this stall.
I turn to the group.
You see a green hand come out from behind Show and just give a thumbs up before quickly like hiding again.
So which one's the best? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. Vish will move over where you are, wherever that may be,
Yeah,
and she will. I think I don't know what's going on here. Either way, Vish will move over and she'll go. Wait a second. These aren't the good ones, though.
I think they have better.
Better?
Your best.
These are good?
We came a long way for these special candies.
We haven't even tried them. These are good. Here, have a try. He takes like the wax paper of one and just holds it up.
Is it? Oh, you mean try it as a freebie?
Yeah, free sample.
Oh, cool. Gone.
All right.
Bye, Maple.
You pop one into your mouth.
Bye, Maple. I'll see you later. Oh God, no.
And are you like just like standing or?
Yeah, whichever one. I can't move my token on the map. I think the map's locked. But
yeah,
I'm
that's
standing,
fine.
like right next to whatever stall that is, and
you're standing with your feet on the ground.
I think. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so you maybe like step aside, and as you do, you hear sort of like a couple of notes, almost like you were like cranking on a Jack in the Box, like a couple of notes of music when you step down. And you take another step, the song continues, and your footsteps are completing like this sort of merry little song as you walk. All the goblins are like clapping, and like you see Chucklehead is just like, oh, hey, there's you got some musical toes there.
I don't know, Vish. I think they can do better. This is pretty cool, though.
That's not the good stuff.
Where's the drums? Man. I mean, it's just the.
We're here for the good.
Yeah, the real good
stuff.
And, I see, and I'm trying to like give you musical notes behind your real good, like I'm.
It's that good.
That's good. You're talking to me like I have got some kind of like a second room back there with other chocolates that are better than this stuff that I put out front.
Hey man,
I mean, that's what I heard.
And he just like gets out around the stall and he like does a lap around and he's like, "There's no back room here."
That's what we heard. I heard it was real good.
Chucklehead comes over. And he's like, "Hey, is there some kind of problem here with the chocolates? What's going on? Are you unhappy? Are you unsatisfied? What can we do?"
We're looking for that. And she winks like that. Good stuff. You know what I mean, man?
Oh, what's that? And he kind of like hits like the side of his toffee apple.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, hold on one second. What's that? They want what good stuff? There is no good stuff there. Yeah, she don't know what you're talking about either.
She? Who?
My little friend that lives in my head.
I got a little friend that lives on my head.
Oh. You do?
Uh-huh. Say hello, and she then.
Oh, hello. Are you got a friend too? You got a passenger? And Chucklehead says, "Well, yeah, buddy. She lives inside my head. She kind of burrowing around up in here. I call her Maggoty the Maggot.
Oh, that's
I can't
nice.
believe I'm surprised. In character, Maple's like, I can't even believe I'm surprised.
She wants to know where the good candy is too. Do you have some sense of where we can?
Right?
Is there better candy than we make here?
Well, our expert candy connoisseur we brought with us knows a lot about this stuff. And
Very
she
interested in
promised-
your supplier.
Yeah. Sion, they check
Yep.
out. It's the good stuff, boss. Come on over, boss.
As she walks, I'm gonna try to like.
Yeah, walk over, sure.
All right,
We're
boss.
looking for the best candy around here.
Oh, okay. He walks over to like the third stall where they've got like some candied apples and such, and he grabs one of them and he's like, this is what I enjoy. And he sticks one in his mouth, and it's kind of cannibalistic a little bit. Seeming. This is the stuff I like. You should buy from this guy.
No, but we were told that we could get the finest chocolate in the land here. Maybe not here, but here.
I feel like you're insinuating that this is bad candy here. This is good candy. It's the best candy.
Good
We just
and
heard
best
that
are
there's
two different things. Which one is
finer
it?
candy.
I don't know of any better candy.
Listen,
supplier?
the boss said that there's better candy. There's better candy. That's the boss Sion.
Now look, ma'am,
Stuff.
you're starting to kind of irritate me a little bit. And Maggoty says you're kind of irritating her too. That you're besmirching our good candy that we make here. And you
We don't
insist
want
that
any
there's better.
trouble. We don't want any trouble.
You didn't
We
even
just
take a bite.
want to-
Have a bite.
I
He's like
already-
shoving this candied apple in your face, Maple.
Oh, I'm
Have a
the
bite.
pure chocolate taster. Somebody else is the licked by the weird girl sucker taster. Is it you? Is it? It's not
I
me.
prefer chocolate as well.
I'll try the
Oh,
chocolate. Another
okay.
chocolate though.
Is that a candied apple?
It's a candied apple. Yeah, have it.
She's finally gonna like poke her head out from like behind Shion.
It's good.
And then she's gonna hide again. Just that is pretty
Oh. And he's just there's like kind of a warm reception to that, and Chucklehead just says, Mishka likes candied apples too. You remind me of her a little bit.
Who's Mishka?
Oh, it's my my sister. Well, adopted sister. But I'm kind of like big brother. I'm a little bit of a mentor. No big deal.
Ah.
But then
Where is Mishka?
well,
Oh.
she's in a little bit of trouble right now with the boss.
Who's the
Think-
boss? You've met our boss. Who's your boss?
Oh, well, Granny Nightshade, of course.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I figured that out.
she,
No,
kids, they get into trouble sometimes, and they play little pranks, and well, she got into Granny's garden there, and I guess she fed another kid something that she shouldn't have, and he got real sick, and Granny got real mad, and now she's got to work in the kitchen, and I just think I think a little bit of leniency. These kids are only like 9-10 years old.
No offense, but you seem to only slightly understand this disciplinary process. I'd like to see it myself, examine it. Where are these kids where are they located? How are they disciplined exactly?
He's like points at the big tree behind him. He's like, well, they're all in there.
Oh, yeah, I should have thought of that too. Should we look closer?
so do you make the chocolate?
Well, me personally, no, but those fellas over there do. And he's pointing at the other goblins. It's all homemade.
Oh.
So where do you make it?
I don't make it. Those guys over there, they makes it. I
Okay,
imagine
where
they
do
just
they make it?
right there in their little stalls. And they've got, little pots maybe, and some of maybe like there's 2 goblins in each stall. One's maybe like dipping stuff, prepping the stuff. Now remember, her factory is not a candy factory; it's a toy factory. So if you're getting the impression that it's made in there, that might be not factual.
At this point, Maple's watching them make the candy. She's just enthralled, like behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Like in the cake shops where they have like the big window and you see them like just doing all the stuff.
Yeah, the ingredients are the best.
Her wings are just slightly.
Where's that the one with the pig mask? Are they still like
Yeah.
trying out?
Mhm.
Okay.
Who's that over there?
Oh, that is. We just call her Sow Pig.
Huh.
Sow Pig, I guess, is what you should say.
And what's her story?
I don't really know what she does exactly. She's like special ops or something. She's just always doing stuff for the boss lady.
Oh, she
And
works
she-
for. Oh, she works.
Oh,
for the
yeah.
boss. Okay.
Yeah, yep. She's always kind of hanging around, and she kind of freaks me out, to be honest with you. So I try not to get in her way. I just say hi, and she kind of snarls back at me, and that's kind of the end of it.
Okay. Does she have? Does she use words ever?
I think I heard her say a word once. It was something like flesh.
God.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she
Say-
meant the skin of my apple. I think she meant like the flesh off your
That's-
bones.
Like she
Yeah.
wanted to eat your flesh. Yeah.
That's she left me with that. Yeah, with that feelings a bit.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
I've got a maggot crawling around in my head, so it takes a lot to get under my skin.
Well, not for the maggot apparently.
Well, he had to work at it. She had to work at it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So it did take a lot of work for the
thick
maggot to
head.
get under your skin. Okay. That joke didn't go over as well as I was hoping.
Oh, you like jokes? I like
I
jokes
do.
too.
Yeah. I like jokes. I'm just not very good at them. Do you have any jokes?
Yeah. Why don't dragons like paladins? Because they taste lawful.
Oh wow, that's so good. Oh,
That's
my
actually
God.
good.
No,
I really
oh,
love that.
you liked it too? You liked it too? Yeah.
I think you're in the wrong career, man. You gotta be a stand-up comic.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Well, it's an option. It's an option.
Well, I better start it before she kind of hits that part of my brain that contains that joke, because
Oh, is she literally eating your brain?
yeah, she really is.
That's not good.
Didn't it don't bother you? Or it did, but not
Yeah.
anymore?
It kind of tickles a little bit, and it's better than being alone.
Okay, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I get that.
That's a way to look at
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Well, hey, you seem like a friendly guy, and we were kind of looking at, we sorry about the commotion with the chocolate and the not. We didn't mean that it wasn't good. It's great, but we were just kind of wondering, if there was any special supply or anything that your boss might have that maybe we could go talk to her and take it off of her hands. We like
We
to
heard-
sell. We like to buy and sell. Precious goods.
We heard rumors, so we decided to kind of follow them, but it seems there was a little miscommunication along the way.
We talking like illicit?
Oh, that's the
We
word.
We don't refer to it as illicit. We refer to it as the good.
The good
Good,
good.
good.
Speaking
Like
of which,
shady?
you know,
Like
we
we're
do-
talking shady stuff here?
It's very cool. There isn't a lot of sunshine on it. It's very covered by trees.
No one's ever come up to me and asked me for illicit, shady stuff. I don't even know what we're talking about right now. What are you are you selling? You're selling something? What is it? Is it like a potion or no, tell me. Let me guess it. Is it's like some kind of animal, some rare animal part? Animal parts.
Well, we're selling some good gold for some. We're selling some gold for some good.
Actually, we're more looking to trade, right?
Yeah, sell some gold. That's what I said.
So we have some good that we're wondering if Granny, your boss, might also have some good that she wants to get rid of.
Granny, good.
Go ahead and make a deception check, Arlo.
Oh shit! I'm so great at this skill.
You got this.
Oh. Can I do a reroll?
Yep.
No rerolls.
We don't have any.
No, yeah, resets it. We're resetting them at the beginning.
Oh, no.
So, so he just says, "I'm just confused by the whole thing," and
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
I'll
I'm
leave.
a little confused. I'll leave.
What's really going on here?
We want to meet the famous Granny Nightshade.
Oh, you want to meet her?
Yep.
Yeah, like
Find
a
out
morbid,
how
like a
cute.
morbid
Makes her
curiosity type thing.
Good, so good.
And also, I do think she
really
might
cool
have
toys.
something that I lost a long time ago, and I just wanted to talk to her and see if I can get it back.
And currently added to the list is figuring out
Oh.
what that is, and she points to the pig thing.
Chucklehead just goes over and like kind of gives you a little bit of a hug, and says, "I'm sorry, you lost something, huh? What did you lose?"
It's like a little thing with the remains of my adopted child in it. Little coffin-looking thing.
Little coffin-looking thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you know, maybe I could help you out with that. I could help you get a meeting, talk to her about your lost thing, and whatever we were talking about earlier. I still don't know.
We don't need to worry about the goods anymore.
Come on, follow me there, and he's just kind of guiding you over to the gnarled bridge.
But the chocolate's over there.
And so, are you all following Chucklehead and Arlo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check up the end of it with Lim.
Am I still a jukebox or a musical instrument?
Yes, you are. So
Just checking.
It's going to be very clutch when it comes to sneaking around later.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, actually, I will aloft for a moment to see if the noise continues.
I'll say when you're flying, it's no problem.
Okay.
It's only when you're walking. Okay. So Chucklehead takes you across the gnarled bridge and brings you into this room that sort of looks sort of like a sitting room a bit. And in this parlor, the roof above you, it's just kind of gnarled roots and vines that kind of hang down maybe about a foot or so from the ceiling. Sort of the room itself isn't exactly like solid wood quite yet. You're not quite like inside like a building structure. It's just sort of this weave, and you can kind of see out towards like the forest. And probably just because you're sort of looking for it, you can kind of see maybe some shadowy movement off in the distance, likely your co-conspirators trying to get into position. In the room where you are, you see a closed wooden door that stands opposite the root bridge that you just took with Chucklehead in here. And there are 4 armchairs that encircle a small table that seems to be laid out with like a teapot, a couple of saucers and teacups at each of the seats, each of the places on the table. And there's a painted wooden box 3 feet on a side that rests in a corner. And there's a crank that protrudes from one side of it, causing it to resemble an oversized Jack-in-the-Box. Chucklehead just kind of gestures towards the armchairs and says, "All right, then, y'all have a seat, make yourselves comfortable, and I'll go let her know. I'll let Granny Nightshade know you're here and wanting to discuss your missing things. Okay?" And he leaves. He takes his leave through that door, closes it. And then you're here alone.
That didn't work out right.
Yeah,
What are we gonna do?
I'm not so sure I should have brought up the missing thing, but it did get us in the door, huh?
I think we're right on point. Right, this is working out great, ain't it?
Yeah, but now she might be suspicious of us a little bit because she knows specifically that we want stuff from that she probably has, huh?
And don't think
Not
that
only that,
but when they go missing and we're gone too.
But we do want our stuff back. That works.
Well, I mean, she's gonna know that we did all that stuff, like, after the distraction, you know what I mean? But, like...
Just to get our stuff. Wink.
Yeah.
What if she ends up giving it to us?
I don't see how that's a problem.
That would be really good.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be really good.
Or what if she has
And
us
we stand
like?
here and thank her profusely until Will's distraction. Until the magical mystery good gets here.
The willingness to try the magical goods.
Yes.
What if she's like? What if she just has us like, I don't know, weed her garden or clean a pool?
I mean,
that would be fine.
Yeah.
These hags have my number. I'd do anything to get my necklace back.
Oh wait, didn't Maple have to do something regarding one of the other? No, there was something.
When she lost my item, she would no longer told me what to do because it got away.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah,
then
that's
it was
right.
just go and.
not only that, we're also supposed to look for her cookie jar with chicken legs.
Yep.
Good thing you're on top of that. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
If it matters,
Chicken legs.
the thing that Slackjawed Lorna had asked you to do before, she no longer has her stuff to bargain for. She wanted you to get a portrait for her.
Oh,
I think it was that she wanted you to mess up or kind of ruin the portrait of Skabatha.
But did she also have a jar with chicken legs?
Yeah. They were talking about like her original thing that she had asked Maple to do. Like, not that you're probably trying to achieve that anymore, but apparently there's a place of portraits somewhere here that you could expect. So you kind of discuss some of these details amongst yourselves. You're probably waiting maybe, I don't know, we'll say like 20 minutes or so. And then the door opens and out comes this little old woman. She's like kind of hunched over, wearing sort of like almost like doll-like clothes herself, wrinkled face, hair kind of done up in a pulled back and a shawl over her head. She's got a cane, and you just hear kind of this clicking sound as she walks into the room. You see that there's like kind of a turnkey type of thing sticking out of her back that's moving at a regular pace, just turning and cycling. And she says, "Oh, welcome. My dearies, so good to have visitors here on this wonderful day. How are you all doing? Please help yourselves to some tea. I will have, I could get some biscuits and cookies for you too. Oh, please have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very
What's it,
hospitable.
Of course, it is. I love to have visitors, such friendly new faces to meet with. Did you get a chance to visit the market?
Yes,
Oh,
They're-
good.
they're quite talented over there.
Yes. I like to keep them around. They're very talented, and they make good confectionaries. I do enjoy having them myself.
Oh,
Chocolate is delightful.
Yeah, you have a lot of fascinating people that work for you. Like
Chucklehead?
Chucklehead, fascinating. And with the maggot in his head, that's crazy. Cool.
Yes, we
Then
try to keep
Southpit.
lots of colorful characters around.
Yeah.
Keeps the kids' spirits up.
that's good. That's good. How are the kids doing?
Oh, delightful, enjoying their work. They get to work on projects all day long, painting boxes and making toys and playing all day long. Yes.
That sounds wonderful.
She kind of comes over closer to the table. She pours herself some tea, and she's just like kind of feebly, like, you know, she's kind of jittering or shaking as she sips on it. So, how long have you been in Prismere? Have you met some of my sisters?
Yeah.
You have.
The one.
We met.
Yeah, we were in Hither for a while.
Yeah, Bevlorna we met.
Oh, and how is she doing?
She's been better.
Okay.
We cleaned her pool.
Oh, did you? She loves her baths. I'm sure she was very appreciative of that, young man.
Oh yes, she was great.
While I was in Hither, I felt that my necklace was nearby, and we were trying to help her out. And I thought maybe we'd be able to, but then things went awry, and she didn't have it anymore, or whatever. But some of my other friends have stuff here now, so.
Oh, you have some stuff here, do you? And you just see
Well, I
her,
hope
she's
so.
like looking at this like box, and she's like putting a hand on the crank, and it's going da 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 da.
At night.
Whoa.
What are you doing over there?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
My little friend, I just need to. He needs to be. He needs some air, I think. Do 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 do, and it pops, and you can see this little like fairy dragon like sticks its head up, and
That
it's
was
like
familiar at all.
and it's like kind of yapping at her. She's like, "Oh, what did you hear? What did you hear, my little darling?" Oh, they have some missing things. I think they were just about to tell me about that. Missing things.
Uh-huh.
Yep. It's strange. We can feel a connection when we're near them. I can't feel mine right now, but I think some of the other guys can, and that's why we were hoping to talk to you.
Oh, well. You're here because of I am respecting the rule of hospitality. It isn't. Our rules are very important. Without them, we would have chaos. We would have unruly behavior. No? Yes. And one of the other rules, what is it? The rule of reciprocity. So maybe I have some of your things, but what are you going to do? to get them back? It's a question. I don't know. So many things I could have you do. So many things.
Yay. Yeah?
What do you think? And she's like kind of talking to her little dragon. Yeah? Oh, Will? Oh, did you hear Will's name? Perhaps they know Will. Perhaps they could bring Will to me and we give them their things back. Seems fair trade, no?
The ones from the posters?
Yes, the posters. You've seen my posters, so it's good.
Don't know
The
that.
word
We
has
were
gotten
talking
out.
about we're talking about a different Will.
Oh, you know, there's so many Wills just
Will
wandering
is
about.
actually
It's
a fairly fucking common name.
Well,
this
his
foul
name's
language should not be here. That's shame, shame.
Sorry.
Where's my
Sorry.
bar of soap?
Well, his name is William. His name is William, the one we were thinking of. But you know, sometimes William's just really long to say, so you have to shorten it. But we have seen the posters. We honestly didn't know if we were gonna get over here, so. But now we're here. But so yeah, we did see him. Yeah, or do you need help in like your garden or I don't know.
My garden is doing just fine, thank you, my little dear.
Okay.
Don't
I-
need anybody to like act as a scarecrow or anything.
Scarecrow? No. And it's like as soon as you say the word scarecrow, fate has it that there's all sorts of like yelling and clamoring going on outside. And she's, wow, what the hell is that? And she kind of like starts to get like, you just see like her kind of grimace and like her face becomes not so kindly to like kind of slightly terrifying. And you start to see like the little key in her back starts to slow down a bit as she peters over, kind of peering out the side here. What is this racket? And pretty soon you see this door over here opens up, and Chucklehead comes back out, and he sort of like whispers something into her ear, and she says, "Ah, it seems that he's here. You five, wait here. I will be right back, and we will find a solution. Maybe I could have you go and terrorize my sister or something for the items. Excuse me." And she kind of walks out here onto the bridge, and she says, "Prepare my steed." And with that, you just kind of see her. She just takes flight. Or not flight, but like she disappears for a moment. She casts a spell and like she disappears.
Lynn is
Chuck-
just kind of look to the
Chucklehead
others.
runs. He
Right to
runs
the box.
outside. And, okay, you go over to the box. As you do that, you peer inside and you see nothing. It pops. It makes a little sound, but there's nothing inside.
Let's see if we can get in this door here.
Don't worry, we're gonna go ahead and close the door again.
Is it an extra dimensional space, like if I put my hand in there, or is it just
It's just a box.
I close the lid.
All right. Well, we have our.
Now the time.
Yes. Tis the right time.
And Arlo, you open the door.
Yes.
All right. You open the door, and on the other side, you see flickering lanterns that illuminate a cluttered workshop that is filled with soft, ambient music produced by bells and chimes. Some kind of maybe illusory sound or something that's on the air, as you don't see any instruments or anything playing. And on the tables that are scattered about the room are little like pieces and components that would make up toys and dolls, little heads, little arms. Maybe some of the more unfinished things are just kind of like big lumps of wood that are still in need of chiseling and such. There are areas where soft toys are being kind of manufactured with stuffing and things like that. And you do see, as far as like doors, other than the one that you're coming in through, there's a wooden door on the opposite side of the long hall, and there's one on the left side of the hall that it must be an exterior door out to the gardens. In the room, you can see there are 3 children present. The eldest is a drow boy who's kind of singing while he's playing or working, and in his hands he's got a pair of tin snips. He's like kind of cutting out like sort of like iron with, and there's just these 3 little ribbons that are tied tight around the metal loops that make up the grip, these colorful ribbons. And there's a girl, she's twisting away on finishing the finishing touches of another toy. She's got a screwdriver. It's kind of shaped like a dragonfly, but maybe like the wings are kind of a little off or kind of bent or broken. And then there's another kid, and he is a halfling, she's a halfling, and she's got in her hands a saw. She's sawing away at this piece of wood with a saw that has a handle that appears to be, looks like it kind of represents a zebra, but careful observation and a keen sense of zoology would betray that sense, and a keen observer would know that this is actually a horse-shaped tool handle that's just colored and painted to look striped like that of a zebra.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
Vish. I'm almost 100% positive, based on descriptions you gave once or twice, that these are your tools.
I think we found your tools.
Vish,
Oh, I should have noticed that.
it's a joyous occasion. Hey, boy and girl. What did you say? There's a girl and a boy.
Mhm.
A boy and 2 girls.
There's
Hey there,
a drow
kids.
boy, there's a halfling girl, and a human girl.
Hey, kids, how would you like your freedom?
And
Freedom for the tools.
as soon as you say that, you see many of the dolls. They're kind of like the more finished looking dolls at the side tables. Like all of their heads kind of turn and look at you.
I don't like that.
I meant, how would
Just
you like
kidding.
us to give you a free doll? Free doll, not freedom.
Free dollop of chocolate.
Free dollop of
The,
chocolate.
the music's nice in here.
You then
Also,
see
we're
that like this jar gets knocked over from one of the tables. It contained like a bunch of like glass eyeballs that like kind of scatter across the floor, and they all kind
Not
of
what we
look
want.
and turn towards you. The kids just start crying, and the littlest one, the human girl, she starts booking it and like running in the opposite direction.
Wait, what happened with the jar?
Jar fell on the ground. It's full of eyeballs. It freaked the kid out. The one
Oh, okay.
kid is running away.
Gotcha.
I have a question. Is she running with the tools?
No, she drops what she's doing and she just starts.
That's what we want. Okay. She can go. Bye.
Seriously,
second.
would
Oh,
you
what
kids
the-
be able to show us where the rest of the tools in that set are?
The drow boy looks at you and he says, "Huh? These tools? You want the tools?"
Yeah.
Hey, that's the one with the.
Will Granny Nightshade say this is okay?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Is it a whole set? How does it work? And I float over.
Huh? They're tools. The set? What are you talking about? What do you need? A saw? There's a saw
in a
right
set.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
you-
that part of it?
I trade you.
Trade me? What do you got? What do you got for tradesies?
I have an
Here you go.
idea.
Oh,
Do you know
yeah?
a little cat-looking being named Star?
No.
Star wasn't here, huh? Before? I thought she would have been here.
Do you want to see a cool cat? This cat has 6 legs.
You giving me the
and-
cat? Is
I
it
just
my
gotta see
cat?
it.
I
Oh,
just
you
get to
just
see
be
it?
friends with it. Get to be
That
friends
seems like a
with
bad
it.
trade.
I'm gonna kind of go over to the kid and just gonna like whisper because the dolls are freaking me out.
Yeah,
And I'm just gonna, just be like, "Do you want to get out of here? Like, do you want to stop working?"
yeah, I don't want to work anymore. This job sucks.
Come with us. We're gonna do a thing. We're all hopefully gonna get out of here.
Oh, good, because I'm really more of a seamstress kind of. I'm good with the needle. I'm good at sewing, and I like doing that kind of stuff. So you could get me a reassignment. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah,
You just-
sure.
Got that.
You.
Oh, and he's
Well,
like
that
kind of
makes
looking
you
around at all the dolls. The dolls like are like moving their arms now, and now they're just like those that have little mouths are just in unison, like kind of chomping. And he's like,
Let's go from this place to another place
Let's go
Where
into
there are
it
more kids.
more. Yeah,
and keep this going.
let's go.
But as you do, so you're starting to make your way to the other side here. You hear Squirt start to make some noise. It says, "Oh boy, oh boy, hey, oh gee whiz, Vish, do you see what I see?
I did.
Oh,
Is that
I see some
Oh, yeah, you didn't get-
boggles.
You didn't get to meet Squirt, did you?
I did?
Hey,
did?
Maple,
Ah.
good to see ya. Do you see what
Good to
I
see you
see?
again,
I
Squirt.
see some boggles in the corner, and they make oil. You know who's thirsty for oil and has no thumbs? The guy on your shoulder, Vish. So you should go over there and bop one on the head, squish him flat so you can fill me up.
I love this plan.
The bottle. Okay, we could do that. I'll do that. Get that here. Get off my shoulder, and then okay, we'll do this. But first, did you remember the little? Remember I told you
TikTok,
night
Vish,
when you were
TikTok. I'm gonna
going
start
to bed?
grabbing.
Oh, sorry. While you were going to bed, I told you about all my different tools, and remember that, and you repeated it back to me.
Uh-huh.
Ultimate
Repeated it
friendship
back.
secrets. That's right. Well, I need to get one of those tools. It's right there.
Oh,
I'm gonna go get it, and then I'll get you a bottle.
okay.
Okay.
That sounds
the way.
real nice.
I'm gonna go, and then is the tinker tool on the?
Yeah. Which one do you go to pick up?
I'm going to get the. I'm going to
Oh.
get. Yeah, I mean every one. Well, I'm gonna get the one with the zebra.
So
Is that
as you go to pick that up, you notice
Mhm.
that there are many identical tools like that around the workshop. There are many saws that have that sort of decor on the handle.
She duplicated it. I thought you had it copyrighted.
Uh,
What is it? Is it
What
all of
the,
them?
the
Matter?
feeling? Do
I
you
close
feel it?
my eyes and I see. I try to feel as I hold it that
You
one in my hand.
feel like you're close, but it doesn't feel like it's in this room.
Search
throw it on
within
the ground.
yourself, Vish.
I don't say anything. I just
Oh
throw it on the
no,
ground.
Vish, are you
not dead.
okay?
No, that's not it. We gotta go further. But first, the promises are promises for best friends. Squirt. She's gonna go and get some of the bottle, and I look inside and I smell it. What is it?
Well, no, he's pointing out some creatures in the corner of the room. Make
That
a perception
recoil
check.
when you squish them.
Oh, creatures when you squish them. Oh, I thought you said a bottle where you squish. Oh, okay.
He says boggle, and if you give me
a
a perception check to
boggle.
see if you can see it.
I thought
Yeah.
my mic was cutting out for.
I thought he was looking for like oil bottles or something.
Yeah.
I heard you.
Oh, you're going to need a bottle to get it, but first you gotta smush them.
Hey,
Why are you?
How
need a
many?
smush?
How long is this gonna take, Squirt? We're on a clock.
So you see off in the corner, there's like 3 of these guys. These little kind of terrifying little,
God.
just very kind of slimy skin. It just seems like there does seem like kind of an oily substance that's kind of oozing out of its pores. But all three of them have their arms kind of out, and the arms are kind of like in these sort of black, like portals, basically. And it seems like they're kind of like gesticulating about and like they're making little noises. And you kind of notice it seems like they might be the ones manipulating the dolls, because then you look back at the dolls that are chattering their little heads. You can see these little black oily hands kind of like manipulating the back of the dolls' heads to make that movement.
Okay. Hey,
Read
little
Twitch.
guy, we got a lot of stuff to do today, but what, you okay? I'm gonna walk up to and say, you got some oil for my friend here?
Ah! And they look up at you and they go, ah!
Ah, that's right. We'll figure it on the way. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to pick one up and put.
All right,
Time to
make
go,
a-
we gotta go.
make a strength athletics check.
Okay. All right. Strength athletics. There we go.
Oh, question. Do these things speak Sylvan?
Mhm.
Maybe.
Because I
Uh,
understand that.
And I have a different question. Do any of these tools
Hold on.
represent,
Let me do one
Warhammer?
thing at a time, please.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
So you get a 16.
Yep.
All right. So he is very slippery, very slick. So you reach out and you're trying to grab at him. And he gets advantage from that. 16, so we match. So no change. You go to reach and grab him and just he like kind of grabbing it like a bar of soap that's super wet. He just kind of
Okay.
like squirts up and like whee! And
Whoa.
Lim, you speak Sylvan, you just see him go, ha! And he says, that big ugly tried to grab me! Oh! And you see him like kind of like cast a little like a bigger little interdimensional little portal here, and like he dives in and like appears on like the opposite side of the hall here. And the others have kind of done the same thing. They've warped over to like the other side back towards the entrance as you're going and trying to grab at them.
Okay. Squirt. We're not gonna actually hurt these little guys. I was just hoping he might make some oil for us some other way.
Oh
Let me-
boy, you should bash him over the head. That's one way to get him too.
I like this.
I-
What?
I like that plan.
I could ask. I could hear what they're saying.
Okay, real quickly.
Okay.
Sorry, Squirt.
Hey guys, can we have some of that oil to feed our friend? And she's gonna point to the oil can.
That one that wants to bash us like a blueberry? Why would we give our oil to him?
We don't want to bash you like a blueberry. We just want some of the oil. Not even like a lot, just like a little bit.
Make a persuasion check.
Sure. I'm terrified. Here we go. Persuasion. That one. Boop. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
The one that like Vish tried to grab at goes, okay, I'll give. He grabs his ear and just starts like wringing it out. And there's like a little pool of like oil that's like kind of just laying right flat, plain with the wooden floor. And he says, "That's all you get." And then he creates another little interdimensional drift thing, pops in, and disappears along with the others. So it's just a little bit of oil there, and you probably don't have like a ton of time to try to like scoop it up or skim it into a receptacle.
I'll try my best to go and just open them up a little bit and on the back, if it pops open, and just try to get some in.
Okay, why don't you give me? Let's call it like a sleight of hand check. use that.
Okie dokie. Let's get some of that oil. You weird murderous.
All right, pretty good. You manage to kind of, technique, kind of roll them on the ground a little bit, and you find like the little contour where it's like naturally kind of trying to go into the floorboards, and you manage to get. There's not a ton there, but enough that Squirt is just like, that feels real good. Thank you, Wish.
So welcome. Now, hopefully your sensational lust for oil has ended and you no longer say things like bash things. That's not very good.
Well, maybe they deserve to be bashed because they were scaring those children.
That's true. Speaking of the kids, so we have the drow boy who was willing to follow us out, correct?
Yes, the drow and the halfling girl are here. The other girl like ran through the door on the other side to the north.
Okay.
Unless anybody wanted to do something to try to stop that. Anyone that wasn't already tied up in some piece of this.
I'd just like to go in that direction.
Yeah, which door?
To the opposite side of the workshop. Okay, you guys can move your tokens in there so you can see. But over here.
Okay.
Hopefully she'll lead us to more kids.
Because we heard, that there was like a dozen of them here?
11 was the...
11.
Oh.
Yeah, if they're... Yeah, Lynn would probably try to... She talked to the drow. She would probably try to talk to the halfling. Like, kind of whispering, because she doesn't know where Granny's eyes and ears are. So, she'd probably try to be like, alright, like, we're gonna reassign you. Like, we're gonna help you out of here. If that's possible.
I'll go into the next room.
Okay. So you go into this next room, and there are 10 brightly painted structures that resemble little wooden houses that line the walls of this room. Each small house has a 3-foot-high hinged door. All of them are open. Kind of open ajar. And then you also see that there is a narrow staircase that ascends the circular wall. Near the foot of the stairs is a painted wooden box, 3 feet on a side, and there's a crank that protrudes from one side of it. It is identical to the one that you saw in the first room. And you can hear, I guess, as you're coming into this room, you can hear sort of the faraway sound of drums. Yeah, almost like like a little military kind of riff on a snare drum.
I think we might have found the tin soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are they here or were they here?
You don't see them here.
Okay, apparently they've already gone out.
I don't know which way the girl went.
Let's move into the room.
Them would follow.
How realistic are the houses?
The detail is more toyish than it is detail to make it look realistic.
Maple, do you want to try the music box?
I will. But you want to stand back.
And move over here. Okay, we all move over there.
As it pops, little fairy dragon pops out and is going to try to attack you.
Copy that. There he is.
Oh no.
How you doing,
This fairy
buddy?
dragon looks similar to Sir Tolliver or whatever.
No. No fun little mustache or anything like that.
Man.
That's too bad.
Hey, thank you for the follow, DJ Kick 21. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming to hang out with us here tonight. All right.
Of course.
All right.
Oh,
So you'll
no.
take a big 2 points of damage as it scratches at your face and then instantly turns invisible.
We just ignore this, right, and move on, or
Yeah, let's look for the kids.
I mean, it's easy for us to say. We're not the ones that just got dragon slapped.
Also, she does seem to understand it, but
It can talk and understand us. Yeah, that's not a thing. It's probably not in that square anymore. I'll let it go. Yeah, we'll let it go.
See you later, fairy dragon.
Hold on. It is not a fairy dragon. Sorry.
No.
This was my
Copy that.
prejudice in that I thought it was a fairy dragon, but
Pseudo dragon.
is a little baby dragon.
Oh,
Maybe-
these are different things.
yeah.
That's a little different.
No, it's the same deal.
A little different.
So on this new stat block, is there a different amount of damage from a bite?
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be. Yeah, and that difference would be.
Give me a second here.
Oh, take your time.
It's actually not a baby dragon. It's
That's
an
what I
ancient
thought.
dragon.
All right. So it's a total of 21 points of damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
That's more like
What?
that's more like it.
Dun,
That's more
dun,
like
dun, dun, dun.
And it actually does not turn invisible because it's not a fairy dragon. And so we will
It's not a
roll
fairy dragon.
initiative.
Oh crap.
I want to kill a
Hey.
baby dragon.
It's a baby.
So
We
go
could
ahead and roll
incapacitate
initiative.
it. All right.
Cute little dragon. Yes, you are.
It's a cutie patootie. Ooh, nice
Oh
Arnold.
boy.
All right.
All rolled awesome.
So you crank on the toy box, it pops out, bites you. And then Arlo, you are the first to act here.
Oh, it's a cute little baby dragon. Oh, and I smack it on top of its head with my quarterstaff. But still making very mushy baby talk noises while I do it. You're such a cute dragon.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I just gotta find the actions tab. There it is.
Oh, there's the little dragon.
Whap dragon.
Boop,
Ah,
doop,
that was
doo-doo-doo.
almost a crit.
But it will hit. All
So
right.
I smack it, with the staff, and then I follow through with like a heel kick. Just drop my heel down on its head too. Just trying to concuss it, affect the head. An arm strike. Oh, I fell over when I was doing that, but then very quickly got back up, looked embarrassed, and walked off to the side.
And it's a little it's still in the box, so you're kind of having to like hit into the box.
My foot
At-
down in there.
It becomes its turn. It with its mouth grabs the lid of the box, closes it. Lim?
Oh.
I was going to do my tried and true magic missile, but now I think I need to open the box.
And you go do. It pops open. It's not in there.
I close the box.
Oh, I guess we're okay. Let's go.
Yeah. Is there like those houses, those toy houses? Are they like? Can you like lift them up?
Sure. Yeah. They're just sitting.
Alright. All right, I'm gonna lift one up and put it on top of the box. Let's go.
Okay. Sounds good.
I guess. Oh, there's stairs and a door. Which one do we want to go through?
Stairs lead up to a landing about halfway up that has a door. And then the stairs continue up to what appears to be a second floor where there's like a balcony up there. And you can't really see what's up on the balcony.
Gotcha.
So probably the door.
Yeah. The door on the balcony or the door across from this room? Because there's it
Door
looks like
across
there's
the
another.
room.
Yeah. All right.
All right. If you open up that door, you'll see that moss is just sort of like a hallway here, but moths are clustering around one single lantern that hangs from the ceiling in the middle of the hall. There's kind of fitting shadows that kind of dance upon the walls, and 3 sliding doors along the walls to your left and to your right. At the far end, the opposite end of the hall, a heavier hinged door that stands opposite.
Okay.
So
I
we're
asked
coming into a
I asked
hallway
the kids
with
their
a bunch of-
names. I'm gonna walk over to the kids and ask them their name. Hey guys, what's you guys got a name? What's going on?
Oh, the kids from the previous room?
I thought they're coming with us or not.
I think they are.
They can. Yeah, if you wanted them to come with you, they can. They tell you the drow boy,
Well, basically the plan is to ask them where the rest of the kids are.
so the drow child tells you, well, some of them work up there, and he points back at this door and says that's the textile area. Some of them are sewing up there. Some of them, my one friend, he got real sick the other day, and so he's probably upstairs in bed yet.
Oh, so maybe should we just head upstairs first?
I think so. And how? And I looked to the halfling. Maybe she'll. Are there other ways out of here besides the main door?
Well, there's a door just inside our workshop, but it's always locked.
Okay.
The one that we came through?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's always locked.
Yeah, I think it's always locked. We're not allowed to leave. We have to stay either in the workshop working on the toys or sleepy time. No playtime.
Let's see if we can fix that. Yeah, Lim, I think we should head upstairs and clear out, work back down, and then in the back. Yeah.
Can I
Sounds
do
good.
one thing? Everyone, can I do one thing for one moment? It won't take me that long.
Okay.
Everyone okay? Yeah?
Yep.
I'm gonna
I think
run
so.
back to that door if I can and make sure that it opens.
Oh boy.
Which door? The original door you came through?
Yeah, the original door.
Mm-hmm. It's open. Yep. I mean, it'd
Okay.
still be open unless somebody closed it. And probably when you get there, you can hear kind of commotion outside, like probably the sound of spell casting, sounds of kind of metal rustling, probably the shouts of your companions from the getaway gang kind of harassing whatever's out there. You can't really see it. It's on the opposite side of the tree. But
Okay. Either way, if I can, I'm gonna try to drag like this bench over and just put it in the doorway a little bit, just so the door doesn't close. Just just to be safe. And then
oh,
I'll head
okay. To keep it open, to use it
I'm
as like
trying
a
to keep
door
that
jam.
open.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll rush back. Okay. Now that I know that at least we got some clear egress for the way out, we should hopefully be able to get out of here.
I also have a spell that can unlock a door, but it makes a really loud knocking sound, so less noise the better, but we do have options.
Upstairs,
You
here
guys
we go.
ready?
Yes.
Up the stairs, up the stairs.
And as you're going upstairs, I'll just cast Cure Wounds on you.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
I'm sure you do.
Okay, so you're all heading up into this room where Maple just went. You
Yes.
open up the door and you hear a voice say, Thunderhead! Those tatty sleeves wouldn't serve as socks for a chicken. Start all over again. And you can see inside here a plump halfling boy and a young fluffy bugbear are sitting at workbenches being watched over by a child-sized doll.
Oh.
Has little
Ugh.
button, just kind of glass eyes. And it's got a little coffin hanging off a chain that is attached to its neck. And it's got an animated carpet that's kind of prancing around the children who seem to pay it no attention. This whole place is a sewing room. Contains rolls of fabric, bobbins of thread, knitting needles, and pin cushions. And then you enter into the room, and he says, Say, what is this disturbance? Wise guy, huh?
Quality control.
What? Quality, yeah. Hey, what's that thing?
What thing?
This thing on your neck.
I'm relatively convinced that that rug of yours is a violation, sir.
Oh no.
It's a part of me.
What?
Oh.
Wait, really? I float over. How's it work?
What do you mean, how does it work? I'm wearing it. It's
part of you?
mine. Is how
It's
it
a part
works.
of you? Like an extent, like this is my arm, that's your rug? Is that how it works?
Grabs his sewing needle and kind of like pokes at you. Get away from me! I don't like
I
it.
didn't mean no offense yet.
Not yet.
Just wait.
We are quality control and just making sure everything is hunky dory here.
Well, you could see the quality's not very good. Honestly, it's they keep messing up.
I'm gonna come over and go on and kind of like take a look, try to be distracting, and I don't know what the others want to do, but I'm gonna
Vish
I'm
is
gonna
standing
continue
looking
to be
at
quality
Arlo.
control.
That rug wielding
Staring at
rabbit doll is
Arlo.
why we're here.
She's looking at Arlo, and she's
Can we have that?
in a little fist, and she's looking at him, and looking back at the rabbit.
The
Well,
rabbit's
there
kind of
do-
looking at Arlo too, and it's like
Real rabbit?
just kind of
Doll
like
rabbit.
staring at
Real
you.
rabbit?
Can I have that thing?
This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the original?
Huh?
Does it
It's
feel
mine.
like
The
that's
original.
the original?
Yeah, if you're feeling an attachment to this object.
That
Well-
was mine before it was yours.
Well, if I give it to you, Granny said I needed to keep it.
Why?
That doesn't match what she told us.
If I give you something different?
But this is what keeps me alive.
Oh.
That sucks.
I
Uh-huh.
see. That's bad.
Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh no.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
Then here's the deal. You're coming with us.
Coming with
We'll
you.
figure this. Yeah, you don't work here anymore. Come on, let's go.
Oh.
Don't make me regret this.
Playtime. All right.
Oh.
Also,
All
we're
right,
here
5-minute
to play-
break, everybody.
Come on, kids.
Oh, we're all going.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You do.
okay. All right.
yeah,
all right.
5-minute break.
You're
Can you
cool.
gather up everybody for the 5-minute break? Let's go.
Gotta go tell the
What do you
rest
mean?
of the
This is
kids, too.
everybody.
Group
The
break
factory.
playtime.
We're gonna have a fire drill.
So as you're trying to get them to go with you and whatnot, the rug kind of like slams the door shut and is acting like as a barrier to everything. So I don't think I really need to ask here. I think this is what's happening, right? So, well, Shion, are you inside the room?
Yeah.
You are? Okay, go ahead. Just move you in there.
Yep.
All right, give me just a second here.
Move off Arlo. Whoop. Okay.
I knew that rug wasn't up to standards. There he is.
Goes against quality control.
Absolutely. We got some OSHA issues.
I told you about egress. I love egress. And that's not egress.
Like egress, like leaving.
Yet egress.
All right, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay, dokey.
Maybe they just want some candy?
Ooh.
All right, Arlo, you are first.
All right, I'm gonna use my quarterstaff like a rug beater, I guess. I'm gonna wind up and knock some dust out of this thing. I would like to use that door, jerk. Boom. No.
Ooh, that's
Another
two.
hit one.
Oh.
And then my bonus action, I'm gonna kick it, but only half-heartedly. Sad.
Yep.
Now I'm really defeated.
All right. Next up is Shion.
Go ahead, magic missile the rug.
All right.
Oh, what? Oh, weird. Okay. I'm sorry, you didn't put all three. Let's do that again. 2 and 3.
All right. So total of 9 points of damage.
Ooh.
All right. Next up, we've got Vish.
I've been waiting for this for a real long time. Vish is gonna pull off a squirt. Well, now at least it works since she's gonna use a little bit of oil on her fist. And her fist starts glowing a bit. And kind of you hear a little bit of cracking from it. And she goes up to the rug and she goes to punch it. Here we go. 9.
9 will miss.
These are gonna work
Under
well.
Gauntlets debut. There it is.
It hits and it just it slips off from the wheelchair. Oh. Dang it! That's it.
All right. Next up is Lim.
Okay. I guess since I'm right next to it, I am going to try to use Shocking Grasp. Boop.
All right, you got it.
Ooh. Got
Nice.
it.
Discharge
I did
8
it.
points of electricity into the rug. It just kind of like gets real taut, like a Disney, the animated rug from Aladdin. Just
Nice.
all right. That brings us to Maple. Musical Maple.
So the kids are in here too, and the rugs. Okay, I'll try to hit it with my battle axe. Take that, rug. Ugh.
All right, that'll hit.
I saw it like tilt on the one for a second, and I was like,
Rug is
And,
looking big rip right through the fabric of the thing.
I'm gonna back up to protect the kids wherever they are at that point.
Okay, if you do, it's gonna try to reach out and grab you.
It's been hit by shocking grasp. I don't think it has any reaction.
Oh,
for it.
okay. There you go.
yeah.
Prancing Rug will be up next. It will try to smother Lim Green. Critical hit.
Oh yeah.
That's two,
Oops.
Alex.
Sorry. That's too many.
Flag.
There you go.
Okay.
Still 17 points.
Oh, I'm down.
And it's just got Lim wrapped up. And then it's Arlo's turn.
Well, that's not good. And I go and I hit the rug with my quarterstaff. I think.
Arlo, get her out.
Whoop.
I don't think.
Just
Ah.
it's smothering her. Well, too late. I hit it.
It's too late. Where's that natural one when we need it?
That will hit. Okay.
4 points of damage.
Lim, you also take a bit of this damage, and you have one failure on the death saving throws.
Okay.
And you can hear when you go to smack at the rug, even you're probably even trying to maybe to hit at a piece of it that isn't where she's at. You still hear her kind of squeal a little bit in pain.
I see. Okay, well. Let me see. What is my... I think I have some bonus actions here that I might be able to try to do something. Oh, nope, that's as an action. Okay, well then I will not try to do anything else as my bonus action.
All right, that will bring us to Shion.
I'll go ahead and try to color spray it.
All right. You attempt to do the color spray spell. It doesn't seem to have any effect on the rug.
Okay.
And that will bring us to Vish.
Am I able? Is it like is Lim totally wrapped up in the rug? Or I couldn't
Yeah,
grab her?
like corpse gonna get thrown in the river by the mob, wrapped up like
Oh.
super tight, pigs in a
That's your
blanket
go-to?
style.
I guess is. So there would could I try to pull her out,
Sure.
or would I be able to? Or second question, would I be able to touch her to try to give her to cure wounds?
Yes. Also.
Okay. I am going to try to cure wounds because I don't. Well, yeah. We'll get her back up a little bit. Hopefully, maybe she might be able to do something. Yeah, cure wounds.
Does this resemble you like using the rug as a tissue or something? What is
Yeah,
this?
it's more of just more like pretty much what I do is I reach back to you, and whatever residual I had on you, I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't make enough. I need a little bit, so I'm gonna.
No problem, no problem.
It's just like, I need a little bit, so I'll go ahead and just reach it in and sorry, and I don't know what I'm. It's one or the other. It's either your face or your feet. So sorry.
The whole time you're
Hi.
prepping this like cure wound spell, Squirt is just like, oh, this would be a good time for some oil. I bet some oil could help her out. And he's just going off about
You're a
the benefits of oil.
That's
So you give 9 points back to Lim. It's real slippery, you see.
maybe later. Oh, that's really good. Maybe on your turn you could do it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh. Nobody thought to make me roll initiative because they think I'm just an oil can.
I know, but
Lim,
much
it's your
more.
turn.
All right, I'm gonna try to break out.
All right.
Is it a strength check?
Or acrobatics, either one.
Oh, acrobatics. That makes. I would do acrobatics. I like my chances with that better.
All right. You do manage to wiggle free. You kind of worm your way out, and you can get back up onto your feet.
Nice. All right, and then is it an action to wiggle
Yeah.
free?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I have any bonus action stuff, so that might just be it for me.
All right. That'll bring us to Maple.
you evil rug flies in. There it is. That's what I wanted. Ugh. That's it.
All right. Rug's just gonna try to grab at Lim again
No.
and getcha.
God dang it! I just got out.
I think you're still up though. No, what didn't you get healed for 9 though?
Yeah, or wait.
8 points is less than 9.
yeah, so I have one. Okay,
good.
sorry.
You're still
it's
up.
the wounded. I still had 8.
Yeah.
So I have 1 left.
So it just kind of whaps, like it rolls itself up and like swings at you like a bat. It almost bowls you over, but yeah, you're still up. Arlo.
Now I'm going to unleash the full fury of my rug cleaning beating skills.
Do it!
At the monastery, I often had to dust off rugs for hours at a time. Damn it!
It's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Like you're going back into your mind, and there's like maybe like a little bit of like mild abuse going on at the time, and you're getting like too caught up in the trauma of being told you gotta go clean the rugs, and you whiff it.
And I'm going to take a half-hearted kick at the rug as well.
All right.
Because I know I'm a failure as a bonus action.
Because I know
You
I would
sure
tell
are.
you. You're right. Wow.
Aw.
Somewhere Gobo the Clown is telling this exact story. Shion, it is your turn.
Yeah, we'll try magic missile one more time.
All right.
My limb.
All right. That's enough.
Bye.
Lim's not caught in it.
Okay.
Yeah, she just got hit by it. And
Yep.
so missiles go flying through it, and you manage to pull. The holes are so big, the thing just kind of in tatters falls to the ground.
Perfect.
So for that one, I didn't get hit by the metric, so I'm still like up.
Yeah, it didn't grapple you. It just like, bam, slammed against you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
wouldn't have
totally
done that if you were
misunderstood.
grappled. Oh my gosh.
I totally thought I was
okay?
grappled.
No.
Are
I'm
you okay?
I'm
okay?
90% sure I'm going to pass out at any point.
Yeah, that's true. But also, and she's gonna go ahead and bring back some of that little bomb that's left and go, there's not that much left, guys. So just letting you know, we gotta be careful.
Okay.
It's getting real close.
Maple's like trying to catch any extra. I realize it doesn't do anything in the game. So just make sure. Good stuff.
The little rabbit doll is kind of yanking at Arlo, like kind of at your leg, and it says, "Oh, you're not guests of Granny, are you?"
Not anymore.
No. But you're still coming with us.
Playtime.
Well, actually, technically, we are guests of Granny. She has not yet disapproved of what we're doing, and that is the truth.
You got a plan to deal with her? She's gonna catch you. She's gonna catch all of us.
Plan
Oh, yeah.
is not get caught. Come on, let's go.
And
We
run.
gotta find some more things and free the rest of the children.
There's some reluctance on the part of the doll, but it follows. The kids have no problem with this. They're like, okay. And the one kid, Rolf, he says, we gotta go upstairs. We gotta get our friend is real sick. He might need some help.
Okay, let's go up there quick.
Just do it. Can I
All right.
can I pause for a second?
keep-
Can I pause for a second and then here? Can I see if I feel anything?
You don't. I mean, nothing has changed for you in terms
Okay.
of that feeling.
All right.
And the door that I think you all are going towards is not the door. He's saying upstairs this way.
Oh.
He would say,
Oh,
as soon as you get towards that door that you guys were heading towards, you'd start to hear the sounds of battle and stuff. That's an
Not that
exterior
way.
door.
Not that way.
Yeah. So just keep tight your tokens here because I want to put you where I want to put you. All right. No, that didn't work. I know what I gotta do. We'll do it this way. Okay, so you climb those stairs and you get to this balcony, kind of directly above the area where the tin soldiers are typically housed, and there's a door here, which the children will themselves go up and open, which leads into this. Sorry, maybe this isn't the one.
I don't see anything. It's all black.
I see we're on like a
Hold on
right?
just a second. I'm looking for. I put you on the wrong circle.
Oh.
Here we go. So they lead you up here. You come through the doors here, and you're in this like dormitory. We can see these little child-sized beds are laid out, and
Still see anything?
You have to like zoom out a lot, and then you'll see it kind of in the bottom.
yeah,
right
be on
corner.
the bottom right.
Okay.
So
Okay, thank you.
you can see inside this dormitory that the kids lead you into. There are 10 child-sized bunks outfitted with patchwork quilts and pillows. They're all quite ordinary. But in one of them, there's a male dwarf, a boy, who is in one of the bunks. He just looks terrible. Like his hair is all matted and kind of sweaty and soggy looking. And there's another child that is nearby holding a bucket. And he's got, looks like maybe some rags and such next to him. So a glass of water. Seems like he's kind of nursing or caring for the child.
Uh-oh. Hello. How, are you okay? Do you think you can walk? You okay?
He undoes his lunch into the bucket and he says, "I'm real sick. Ma'am, do you have any medicine? I'm real sick. Oh, my stomach. I shouldn't have eaten it."
What did you eat?
Oh,
Beans from a lollipop?
no,
Andy.
no candy. I didn't have any candy. There's my friend. She said she got it from the garden. It was like a mushroom.
Oh no. Was it talking?
No, it wasn't talking. It was real colorful. It looked like she said it would taste good. She said it would.
Oh no.
It was gonna be a good snack. It did taste good. I liked it at first, but now I'm real bad. My tummy hurts.
Oh.
And you just keep throwing up and don't feel better.
Yep.
That sucks.
That sucks, kid.
But
Yeah. Well, what do you can I use like can I try to perceive, is this just like normal food poisoning, does it seem like, or
Yeah, make a medicine check.
okay, I've recently acquired some proficiency in that. 12.
He looks pretty bad. Like his color is very, very pale. And he's trembling a lot. Maybe you check his pulse. Like his pulse is sort of abnormal. So this is more than like a stomach flu, whatever he's got.
Okay, well, I hate to tell you that this is bad. Does anybody here know how to like cure diseases or poisons or no? Oh boy. Well, you better come with us, kid. I don't know. Can you guys help carry your friend out of here? Maybe we can cure him when we get out of here. I'll ask the little kids that came up here with us.
Okay. And the little rabbit doll is like already over there, kind of like, get up, come on. You heard him. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen to him. You gotta get up if you know what's good for you. And the kids.
Maybe we can pick him up last. Like, if we have to go back this way to get out anyway, maybe we just...
I don't think we'll be leaving back this way. I think we'll be taking like a window or a door further down the thing once we find all the kids, you know?
Yeah, that's probably true.
The rabbit just kind of looks at you and says, "You don't need to be inconveniencing yourself on the lot of this one. He shouldn't have eaten it. It serves him right. He's learning a lesson."
Right, but some lessons don't need to be that harsh.
Okay, it's a little bit much, but
Yeah,
still,
so
he'll remember it. Get
the
up.
sickness is definitely enough.
He's probably
Yeah.
faking it.
Stop faking it.
Vish, do you have another one of those bags?
Another one of those.
Fancy
Yeah.
bags. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start gathering up as many blankets as I can, and like if Vish will let me, and if she does have the bag, I'm just gonna shove a whole bunch of blankets in there, just kind
What
of
are you thinking of doing?
just preparing for the future.
You're gonna hold it.
Okay.
Okay, here you go.
They making him a vomit bag?
Well, no, but more like a go bag, just in case.
I'm so sick.
Come on,
And
chin up. Let's go.
the,
It'll be okay.
the rabbit's just like kind of being pretty rough with him, like get up and like holding him up, but like, and one of his other friends is on the other side, supporting him and holding the bucket for him and whatever. As you start to like, you just head back down the way you came, back down to the first floor.
So, yeah, if the kids say whatever is the quickest way to get to the next area with the kids, we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll tell you this door is locked and leads outside also.
Okay.
And I mean, there's windows here. Like you can look out and you'll see. If anybody wants, you can give me a perception check if you want to see like what the heck's going on out there.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, I probably will too, honestly.
I wasted it. Nat 20.
Okay. Well, you see a lot then. And probably the most notable thing is you see Skabatha in a different light. As she is riding atop this toy horse, this rocking horse. And she is just screeching and cackling. It's flying around over these over her gardens where you can see the tin soldiers are kind of at the bottoms of some of the trees off in the forest just off to the side there. And they seem to be kind of like, some of them have little hatchets and they're like chopping at the trees, and you can see some of the kids have crawled up into the trees. But Skabatha herself is riding on this horse, and Vish, being one who knows the difference between a horse and horse-like things, you quickly realize that it isn't actually a horse because it has an indentation in its forehead, like a hole. And you could imagine that there should be maybe like another piece that is missing there.
No.
And Skabatha is harrying. She's casting down some spells. It looks like Will for a moment, but it gets large. This little boy like gets real big, like Hulk large.
Oh,
and
wow.
blue skin, and all of a sudden his eyes kind of flare up with this azure light as he starts to like retaliate back. You remember him saying something about him having some spell casting ability. Well, he throws up like a magic missile himself that goes flying up, hits the side of the horse, and kind of she kind of goes a little askew as she's flying through the air. And so this battle is happening out there.
Okay, I see all that. I relay it. Now, can I, would my assumption be correct that might have been the other unicorn?
I don't think you have enough information to know.
Okay, I do see that missing though, but I'm still like, it's freaking me out either way because that's what's going through Vish's head either way.
I would say unicorn is the creature that you think of when you see the horse.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That might be horrible. I don't know, and we'll talk about it later. Let's keep on going. They don't look like they're holding them off right now, but I don't know how much time we got. We gotta keep on going.
Let's keep on going.
So, you return back down then to the first floor.
I have an idea. We need to get her key. like from the back of her head or the back of her neck or whatever. Maybe that
Oh,
will
yeah, that's
stop
on-
her.
That's on the plan. Yep.
All right.
At a different point, though, probably. Because currently she's out there and we're in here.
We're on this plan. Someday we'll be on that plan. No doubt.
I did have the same thought, though. I was kind of curious if that's what would happen.
So I put
Well,
you
my
back
thought
down on
is-
the map where the tin soldier houses are on the first floor.
Okay.
My thought is that she's outside the window and she's distracted right now, so it'd be a great time to fly in and grab her key.
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe.
I think we get the kids and we get Will and group on our side, and then someday we come back and kick butt.
Okay.
I don't want to jeopardize the current plan, but I like that. Definitely the key's got to go, and so is the dragon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not quite on the list yet, but I'm not a big fan of the dragon.
So at this point, you're counting things up. You've got what? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids in total with you. We'll say that the little girl that ran off, she ran off into the dormitory, so she's with you too now.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
Scary
we
kid,
have a-
happen kid, drow kids, kids that climb the rocks. Even kids
And we
with
have a
chicken butt.
crazy, scary-looking doll
Yeah.
rabbit that's powered by the soul of
Yeah.
his dead son.
And Arlo, make an insight check a little bit.
It's currently behaving. Don't judge. All right.
You just notice that the dog, like, it seems to interact with you a lot. It's always kind of like tugging at your leg and asking you questions or asking you what you think about things.
I just picked up
Oh,
what you're
wow.
putting down. That's messed up, Alex.
What?
Right, so this like weird formed rabbit doll is like my kid.
Well, I wouldn't say it has any semblance of personality to your kid.
Okay, it's just
made
because
made
powered
from the
by-
ashes.
because you're a
of-
rabbit. You have a buddy
Could be
because you're a
could be racial.
rabbit.
Could be racial.
That could
Alright.
could be because I'm also a rabbit, but it also could be because the coffin that's powering it contains my child's remains.
And when I placed the hat upon his head, began to dance around.
It's sort of like approval seeking, I would say, is maybe what it is.
Okay. I'll definitely give it approval unless it's being mean to the kids again.
I mean,
Then
yeah,
I'll be
like it still is mouthy with you. Like when you say, like, well, you know, because you get kind of tried to be sensible about the thing, and it still was mouthy towards you, but you could see it like didn't like that. It was like unhappy that you weren't on the same page about that. Seems to ignore the rest of the group for the most part.
Okay.
That's good, cause that's kind of freaky.
Yeah,
Yeah, really,
we've got
yeah.
our own thing, right, Fish? We don't need a third
Like-
wheel.
That's why we're still over here.
Aren't we on some kind of a clock, guys?
We're the sane ones. As we walk
Yeah,
and talk
so
to
are
this
we-
oil can.
Are we able to go down this next
Oh, bye.
Yeah, so
thing, or
yeah,
where do
next
they tell us
hallway.
the kids are next? Yeah.
They would tell you that there's like another factory over here and a kitchen.
I definitely heard that there'd be kids working in the kitchen. You think there's kids in the kitchen? Should we go there and check?
I think the candy apple guy, his sister was in here, right? Or no?
His
know.
adopted sister, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One way to
She
find
got in
out.
trouble and had to work in the kitchen. So yeah, let's go find the kitchen lady. Child.
Yeah.
The kitchen child.
The kid that's kind of sick says, "Yeah, she got in trouble because she gave me that mushroom."
Oh, well that wasn't very nice of her, was it?
Maybe we should just leave her behind.
We
Well, maybe
have to
not.
practice forgiveness as well. I give Maple the side eye when I say that.
The rabbit doll is just like, yeah, you gotta forgive people when they do bad things. Don't you forget it. And then you move to the end of the hall. You can open up this door and go into the next room. And in here, you can see the insides of the doors here have this kind of finely wood carved sort of decor, kind of forest motifs, kind of look like I don't know, kind of almost like elven craft, maybe a little bit. And the walls in here are a dense tangle of tree roots and brambles, and nestled among them are 5 animated portraits. And you're instantly kind of called back to that task that Slackjawed Lorna initially wanted you to do for her. When you even see there is a portrait of Bavlorna depicted as she's her kind of frumpy frog-like face. She's sitting on top of that lily pad right on top of a lake. With little flies and whatnot kind of hovering around her face. Probably the most grand of the portraits is one that hangs higher than all of the rest and is maybe more landscape. Like the portrait almost curves and runs the curvature of this like west wall here. And it depicts this truly horrifying, like stereotypical look of like a green-skinned or a dark-skinned, almost black-skinned witch, sitting with her legs dangling on the outside of this hut that seems to have legs and seems to be walking through kind of a murky bog. You see another portrait with a hag that has a wind-up key in her back, one empty eye socket, and a wooden eye held in her hand. And it seems to be Scabatha, and it's moving, it's animated, so it's like moving that little eyeball in its hand kind of around like it's watching you as you pass through the room. There's a 4th portrait that depicts a skeletal hag wearing a black theatrical contraption that kind of resembles a dress. And it almost looks like there's little marionettes that are kind of on the inside of this dress, almost like it's opened up, like revealing kind of like a stage on the inside. And then there is a 5th portrait that depicts a svelte, dark-haired woman with a commanding presence. If any of you remember or interacted with that thing back at the Witchlight Carnival, the little box that had a mannequin of a woman, that kind of a wizardly looking woman that caused some of it seemed to cast like a little laughing spell on a few individuals. Maybe somebody here maybe got impacted by that. This image is a spitting image of that figure.
Whoa.
How large are these portraits?
They're grand. They're pretty big. I would say this particular one, maybe 5 feet tall.
They're grandiose. Okay.
She looks better in a big glass box. It's a good painting, though. She's just remembering how funny it was.
These paintings are weird.
The painting that has this woman kind of looks at you all and kind of gives you a nod, it seems.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
I kind of nod
kinda
back.
cool.
No,
Yeah.
dude, yeah. Can we just try to interact with the second? See if that does anything else?
Which one do you try to interact with?
The one of the woman, the svelte woman.
Okay. She's like moving, like she's looking at you.
Hello.
She's blinking. Kind of waves.
That's some
Who are
cool
you?
stuff. Oh,
Who are you? Wait, who? Wait. Did...
do any of the other paintings start to interact with us at all?
They all just look upset. Like you're looking at this portrait and they all just like almost look like they're hollering or screaming or yelling. They don't talk, but you just see them just like you see like Bev Lorna like reaches into the bog and like grabs like a frog and you just see like she like throws it almost like she's trying to throw something at you all, but
Okay. What about the one of Scabatha?
she just looks maybe like annoyed, like she's like kind of rolling her eyes and pretending like she's not paying attention to you all.
Okay, so there's no kids in this room. Let's move on. Okay. Chill with the creep factor, guys.
Lim, like as everyone's kind of like moving, and Lim's gonna look at the one with the stage dress. A, for like how they're reacting, but B, because it looks familiar. Like, did we see something like this at the carnival? Like in that mountain ride?
I think you had a dream. I think you interacted with the gnome, maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's where it was from.
And you had kind of a maybe not exactly a dream, but a vision that kind of gave you a feeling of your childhood a bit.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I found it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That thing. And I found the notes on it too, where it was like, yeah, there was like a childhood, like the singing and feeling sick, and then it was that.
And I think you could feel sort of like maybe like a doll, like, or a marionette, that she had kind of control over you a little bit towards the end of that vision.
Yeah. Okay. So that is the same one from the vision?
Yeah, unmistakable.
Okay. All right. Mostly just wanted to confirm that, and after feeling thoroughly creeped out, she's going to keep on moving.
All right. So with that, the kids, you see Star kind of tumble down this stairway with a couple of the kids. And she says, hey, look who I found. And she has, what did I say? You have like 7? So she's got 3 more kids with her. And she says, oh, I found a couple more upstairs. It looks like we just have 1 more that's missing.
What'd you get here? We can talk about that later. How'd you get in here, actually?
Oh, through that door. And she points at this door over here.
Oh. I guess
It's kind of like maybe still ajar. Almost like she kind of scratched it or bashed it open a little bit.
potential escape. Okay. All right.
Kid, where's my? We almost have everybody. Where's your last buddy?
And he points at this door here, and he says that leads into the kitchen.
Okay.
If she tries to give you any mushrooms, don't eat them.
Right, that one.
All right, here we go.
In we go for the last child.
Oh, I tried to open it.
For the kids.
For the kids.
This door is locked.
Thanks for the raid.
Yes, there
I'm
is.
Butterby.
I go.
And
All right.
thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Drake Takes. Thanks for stopping by. And also thanks, Galaxian, for the subscription. Appreciate that.
Shall we knock?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, there's supposed to be a kid in there, right?
She's locked in there, though.
Oh, locked? Like, do we know it's just not locked from the other side? Maybe she's having one of those classic tantrums where you lock your tormentor out of your room because you think they're just so evil, but really they're just trying to teach you that it's the best for you. They're just trying to do what's best for you. Sorry, I'll knock. Hello?
You hear a little girl's voice say, hello.
Hey, can you unlock the door?
But then you hear like some banging on the door, and you hear, "Hi, who is this? You sound like you've got like a Waterdeep accent. Can you get me out of here? Please get me out of here." Do.
Wow.
And you just hear the
Yeah.
little girl say, "Calm your jets, man."
So you guys can't unlock it from that side?
The little girl says, "No, I don't have a key."
Oh, Maple, can you like bust this door down?
Wait, feel on the top of the door frame. I know sometimes people like to hide their keys on the door frame.
Yeah. Or are there any plants or rocks that look out of place?
Yes. Also, I do have a spell, but it makes a really loud noise. Like
Well,
really
we're trying to be
loud.
quiet. I mean, we're trying to be quiet anyways, and I take a few steps and you hear music.
Like clown shoes with like little music, you know.
When we were at that window earlier and we could hear that battle, did it sound pretty loud outside?
Oh yeah, it's
I think
very
maybe,
loud out there.
A little
Could be
knock,
too
a little loud
loud.
knock wouldn't be too bad.
I think it said something like the knock can be heard from 300 feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I'll-
not
I'll-
really even.
I'll try the door, and if that doesn't work, you can be Plan Explosive B.
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't sound like that many feet, really.
When you cast a spell, a loud knock audible from as far away as 300 feet emanates from the target object.
That's not too. It's possible they won't hear it, but
Alright.
I mean, even if they hear a loud audible knock, what are they going to be like? Somebody's opening a door in my palace while they're in the
I'm gonna
middle of a
stop this
freaking
battle.
unicorn fight? Yeah.
That's true.
yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna say.
Well, we both. Hold on. Somebody's trespassing in my thing. Let me get back. Will you stay
During-
there? You stay there, Will. I'll be right back.
during this hypothetical argument, I'm gonna try the door once and see what happens.
Okay, trying to bash it down.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me a strength athletics.
I'm gonna throw a rage on it. Arr. Arr.
All right, no problem. You managed to zoom forward and knock down the door.
Thank you, Mabel. Hello, people.
And I have no idea how to open it.
I just realized also, isn't that a pretty not great punishment to have someone who poisoned another kid with a mushroom work in the kitchen?
or a great one.
In a pinch, move our tokens are from the combat tracker to bypass the. I don't remember how to unlock a.
There must be, is it like maybe a control click or a shift? There we go. Shift click is the thing. There you go.
Okay, cool.
I don't know why my.
Thank you for
oh,
that.
there we go.
Shift click. Got it.
So you bash down the door here, and on the inside, what you see is a squalid kitchen. There's a clay oven that sits in the middle of the room, surrounded by crowded shelves laden with forest fungi, jars of pickled grubs, animal skulls, moldy cookbooks. There's a sickly sweet vapor that's emerging from a cauldron that rests atop the oven. There's a young woman girl here, shackled to a work table. She's hard at work peeling potatoes. Set into the floor nearby is a padlocked iron gate, which you hear nothing from. And
There's that other dude that was talking.
yeah, he's shackled to this. He's like chained. He's got enough. We'll say he's got enough like length on his chain that he was able to get to the door and kind of pound on it. But it's a halfling that you would recognize as the one from the Witchlight Carnival that followed Saupeg in. And so he's just like, as soon as you bash down the door, he like backed up. He heard what you were doing on the other side, and he just comes running over, and he's just like, "Oh, thank goodness somebody came!"
You're the
Let's get
guy.
these guys out of here. Sorry.
Yeah, let's get out.
Hey, can you get yourselves unshackled?
I was gonna ask Maple
No.
because she's strong.
Ah!
Wait, what are
Slide.
they shackled to? Wooden tables? Can we just like break the wooden tables, or are they shackled to like iron insets or some stuff?
We'll say it's like a spike that's like rooted into the ground. Pretty, it's pretty dug in. Without a tool or something, it'd be kind of difficult to uproot. But then there's the
Would
chain.
this
You could break the chain.
This be an appropriate use of the knock spell?
I can read like the spell stuff. I don't know if it'll work though. Choose an object that you can see within range. It can be a door, box, chest, or set of manacles, padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access.
That's a Dutch
Nice.
oven, right?
I guess this is technically preventing them from accessing
This would work.
life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I can cast this, I think, up to 2 times or 3 times? 2 times. So I could do this twice.
All right. 2 times is what you need to get these 2 undone.
All right.
And
Knock,
then we-
knock.
We run to freedom, everybody! Freedom!
All right. And so are you heading out this door to do so?
Are there other options for the outside? I asked all the children and the person, and the doll, even.
And Star. Star was the one who came in at first, right?
So Star knows of this one. Mishka, the girl that you just freed, would point to this door, but she says it's locked. But she says that leads outside too. So just a couple of things to think about that. This door right here is on the opposite side of the battle.
I was gonna
That's what
say.
I was
This door
thinking.
over here leads into the chaos.
Let's try to knock this last door down, Maple. Let's go. I have such faith in you.
Maple, Maple, Maple,
You look like you
Okay.
don't believe us.
Maple.
Well, I thought I saw a sewer grate that we could have. No, this works. And
Yeah, sewers.
I'm not still raging, am I? No. Or am I?
Would you not be? You just started your.
You could
rage
just-
right
yeah, you
before
start
we broke
raging.
in here.
Okay.
Nice.
And you bash through and knock that one down.
Run as fast as we can. I'll like try to help pick up the sick kid and make sure that we got the rabbit doll with us. I'll just start running as fast as I can towards the nearest shelter, like wood line, whatever it is.
All right.
As you all run out, Shion, you would feel Vish kind of grab at you and go,
Mm-hmm.
Shion, my stuff,
No
the
shit.
tools.
I don't. Were those yours? So you said you didn't think they were yours.
No, but
We'll make it a point to come back in for sure.
I know they're here. We're so close. Can I just look?
I mean, quickly, I'll cover you. I'll cover the exit.
And As you're thinking that, so some of you are heading out the door. Is that right?
Yes.
I just smashed through it, so I'm
Okay.
right at the door.
Are you at the right door that you wanted to be at?
I have no idea.
You probably were smashing this door.
He is not at the correct door.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I was at this door.
And
This, I mean,
Vish,
this door.
Yeah,
This is the
you're
door I
over
smashed.
here.
Oh, okay. Oh.
as you
This one was opposite of the battle, right?
or were you talking here? Hold on,
Yeah, we'll
everybody.
say- sure.
Everybody, just hold tight here. And
Everyone
so,
went around.
Vish and Shion, you were having a discussion right here
Sure.
Yep.
in front of the oven. And Lim and Maple and Arlo, you got all the kids, and you're kind of heading out the door. And so, Vish, you and Shion are having the conversation about hanging back maybe to get your stuff. And you see Skabatha, who just looks like tired and frustrated. And her key in her back has stopped. It's not even ticking anymore. And she is looking in at you and she says, "What did I say? I said stay put and I would be right back." And she looks at all the kids. "You will all be punished for this." And
And I think we need to go.
what do? Shion, you're booking it, you're running.
It's time to leave.
And Vish, you feel your heart is digging at you that somewhere beyond that door is where your stuff is at.
Vish, if you look to Maple, she just gives you a smile as you're making your decision.
Mm-hmm. So look back. Oh. So look back to go. Oh. Nah.
You know it's time for initiative, don't you?
Sorry to make you angry, ma'am. And she's gonna leave.
Okay.
Sorry, we did no personal.
She
She's- I'm gonna try. I'm gonna attempt to leave.
yeah, you start to make your way out the door and she's like definitely like following, and she's no longer the feeble old woman. She's moving at like, full speed towards you. As you start running out the door, you get out there like some distance, maybe 60 feet away or so. You suddenly see, bam, Will appears once again as this blue skinned form and drops right in front of her and kind of harries her a little bit. And as he does so, he gives you enough time to get away safely. And you all begin to make your way back to Rendezvous, back at Little Oak, with the kids safely in tow. Unfortunately, those tools are the one thing that you're not leaving with. And Arlo is leaving with his things, sort of, just maybe not exactly under the circumstance that you were expecting to find it, but that is where we will roll it up here for this session of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, victory! 11 out of 11 kids. One
Yeah.
of the items.
You know
It's
where
gonna
your
be
stuff
okay,
is
Vish.
too.
We're gonna,
Well,
we're gonna,
and we
we're
know
gonna-
where this door is now too. We have to bookmark that because we can come back to that door.
and we've made at least one of the hags is a mortal enemy.
It was just Maple. When I saw you smile, I realized that we're more important. That's what you meant when you smiled, right, Maple? That our friendship is more important than any tools.
It meant our friendship is more important. I had your
Okay.
back no matter what you were going to do. And that's when you see her write Skabatha down on the list.
So
I had your back no matter what, man.
So you you head back to Little Oak, and that is where we're gonna leave things off. We're gonna be on break with this campaign for a bit, kind of TBA in terms of when we'll be back. But thanks everyone for hanging with us and seeing us get to this point. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and really appreciate the raids and everybody who stopped by. That's awesome. Lots of stuff happening here yet on 20 Sides, even though I'm taking a bit of a break. Come back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. You'll see DM Dave on here running Dragonlance, Rise of the Magistrate. Joe T is still going to be running Tragic Sides to every story weekly from here on out at 7:30 on Thursdays. And there's lots of stuff going on. So just be sure to come in, and if you want to come and hang out with us and keep tabs on what all we've got going on, or even get into a game yourself, come and stop by our Discord server. We'd love to see you there. Yeah, also, if you want to get caught up, if you were just tuning in and checking it out for the first time, check out our YouTube channel. We got all of the videos from the past games are up there for this one, and past games as well. So, or past campaigns. So go and check that out too. Why don't we go and throw a raid over? Let's go and throw a raid over to Praetor's Rejects. We'll give them a raid. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you all soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we are.
Oh man.